to inform. Did you ever stop to wonder what new and exciting adventures and experiences are available to you in the Tampa Bay area? Last Saturday, John, with his lovely wife, Joan, attended the Festival of Reading at the St. Petersburg campus of the University of South Florida. This was a cool experience. Tonight, John will be sharing a part of that experience. So it's John Morse, What to Do Before You Die. Please welcome John.
Thank you very much. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Last Saturday, my wife and I had an opportunity, which we have done before, which is to go to the Reading Festival at the St. Petersburg campus of the University of South Florida. It is packed with people and packed with a tremendous selection of authors and books. It is a cool event, and if you have the opportunity, if you catch it in the newspaper, one Saturday in the fall of the year, the Reading Festival, I strongly recommend it. We, that is Joan and I, were a little late getting there. On occasion of the fact that my sister-in-law did not know that we wanted to leave at 9 o'clock, she got to our house at 9:30, so we got there past the time of the first speaker. We had to then go to another speaker. I wasn't sure whether I was going to like that speaker or not. He was great. He talked about Arthur Ashe, and he did a nice job. That's not what I want to talk about tonight, though, because the second speaker who I listened to, a young lady by the name of Kristen Hare, wrote a book, the second edition, 100 Things to Do in Tampa Bay. 100 Things to Do Before You Die. Now, some of us have a little less time to do it than others of you, I realize that. It will take some time to go through these items. When I went through the book, I found that a number of them were opportunities that my wife and I had already gone to, and we felt so good about it that I wanted to share some of them with you. Although you could go through the book and almost pick out anything. However, these are 5 items that I know you should go to. The first, the flamingo dancers at the Columbia restaurant. How many have gone to the flamingo dancers? A number of you have. If you haven't, go. We went with my niece and her significant other on, of all days, St. Patrick's Day. We did not know that there's a street parade on St. Patrick's Day that winds its way through Ybor City. That was okay because our reservations were at 8:30 or 9 o'clock. We were able to go on to see the street parade and then go to the Columbia restaurant. We had made reservations ahead of time. We sat up so close to the front, it was no farther than Woodrow is from me to see the flamingo dancers, hear the music, and it is a show that, ask anyone who's gone, it never stops. It starts, it never stops, it goes on for somewhere around 50 to 60 minutes, and it's an event that you cannot see anywhere else. It is a wonderful event. It's featured here in this book. Now the next item that I want to talk about, it says, go for the music at Busch Gardens. They have lots of festivals at Busch Gardens. However, Dawn and I know that that isn't true, because you go to the Busch Gardens for Sharik, the roller coaster, right?
Yep.
Dawn has certified this ride as the most outstanding roller coaster in the country.
Well, in Florida.
At least in Florida. He hasn't gone to everyone in the country, but in Florida, Sharik is wonderful. One of the reasons it's wonderful, you sit in the front, you go up this high part, and then you're hanging over the top, and you hang there for, it seems like, 25 or 30 seconds looking down, then the roller coaster starts. Now, some people don't like the roller coasters, I realize that. If you don't like it, don't go. Still, the music and the shows at Busch Gardens are wonderful. You will not regret going there for a second. It's a good item in this book. The next item that was brought to my attention, and I know because I've been there, is called Hop the Ferry to Caladesi Island. How many people have been to Caladesi Island? 3 people, 4 people, that's all. Caladesi Island is remarkable. It's in Dunedin. You drive over to Honeymoon Island, and then you take a ferry to go out to Caladesi, because that's the only way to get on the island. And it's like a mecca. There's no cars, there's not a lot of loud music, but the beach, is that one of the best beaches in the world? I think it is. I think it's one of the best beaches in the world. Now the timer's got me going here. I gotta speed up a little bit. The next item, maybe you've done it, maybe you haven't. Get spooked on an Ybor City ghost tour. Has anybody gone on the ghost tour? Wow, that's great. I'm telling you, there are ghosts in Ybor City, and you will find them. You will have a little machine that they give you to find all the herbs and ghosts and people that are down there. The ghost tour of Ybor City is one event that you will love to go. Of course, you have to go after dark. It's neat, it's great, it's exciting, you'll like it a lot. And the last item that I wanted to bring to your attention is the world's biggest, tiniest circus in the world. Has anybody gone to the Ringling Museum in Sarasota? Have you seen the big circus? Don?
Yes.
You've seen the big circus. Have you ever seen anything like it?
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. 44,000 parts in this model of a circus. It belongs here in this 100 Things to Do. I can assure you, you don't have to sacrifice anything at all to find fantastic things to do. And if you purchase this book, 100 Things to Do in Tampa Bay before you die, you won't regret it. Madam Toastmaster.